off. It's going to be center circle where we're going to jump the ball up as it looks like it's going to be Allen facing up against Graham. The 6'5 Graham is going to lose the jump as Fairfield is going to start us off on the offensive side as Colby Bake will have the ball at the top of the key. Keeley Bake will have the ball top of the key. He's going to work the right-hand side. Tight man-to-man defense drives in, kicks back out. This time pitcher wants to work around the circle as he will send it over in the hands of his teammate Shank. Shank drives in, kicks back, thinking about the three driving is going to be pitcher. Had an open look, decided not to poke the trigger on it as now we're just going to rotate around the perimeter. 0-0 is the score. Deep pass in with the left hand, rattles around. It's no good for Allen. The putback, that's no good. A couple of rebounds, no points.
They got it right where they wanted to go, though. They like to take it right inside Allen. He won't miss many of those.
Fergus comes down quickly, mishandles the ball as Clinton runs that one down in the corner. He'll set it back up top of the key. They'll throw it out in the hands of Graham. 6'5", playing about 40 feet from the basket. You'd think he'd have his back up against the hoop, but he can handle the rock outside as he's thinking about the shot. Instead, he'll rotate the floor over the right-hand side. Jamison with the ball, looking inside to the post, wants to get it in. He will. He sets it down in the hands of Trafton. Trafton, a little spin move with the left hand, rolls it through the rim. It's good.
First basket of the ball game. Nice move inside. Way to use that left hand.
You're listening to 1400 Fox Sports and KXLO. It's 2-0 Fairfield on the Beverly Bank scoreboard as Ryder Meyer will bring the ball around the left-hand side. Into the corner, thinking about the shot is going to be Bake. Instead, they go down the post where that one's mishandled. Ball comes out, and it's Fergus that wants to run with it quickly. Clinton brings it all the way down over the left-hand side, thinking about the shot. Front iron, no good. Good look for Graham, not able to convert on the basket. As the ball ends up on the floor, they'll send it down in the lane. Deep penetration by Fergus, not able to convert on that one. Fairfield fortunate to come up with a loose ball. As coming down the pack is going to be Keeley Bake. Deep three-point shot, right-hand side. That one's no good. One and done for the Fairfield Eagles as Fergus wants to run. Quickly, Jaden Graham will bring it down on the top side as he'll rotate around the top of the perimeter. As we talked about this our first scene with Lewistown this year. As we see, their guard is 6'5". Jaden Graham, he's handling the ball out there outside the big circle.
Tough matchup for any defense. You got a 6'5" guard.
Anderson down in the post. They'll rotate back around deep. Three-point shot, left-hand side. Back iron, no good. Ball's tipped around. As Ferguson gets the rebound and the putback, as Tanner Trafton has the only points on the board, he's going to go to the free throw line for a couple.
Yeah, their height is showing itself right there. They're commanding that offensive board.
Keeley Bake will pick up the personal, the sophomore. That'll be the first one on him. First free throw rattles around. It's no good. Still 2-0 on the board. Lewistown up 2-0. Excuse me, I said Fairfield a little while ago, but it was Lewistown up 2-0 on the Beverly Bank scoreboard. Make that 3-0 as he is good on the second free throw. 5:54 to go. First quarter action here on a Friday night in Fairfield, Montana. It's going to be the Fairfield Eagles with the ball left-hand side, driving in a little give and go. Nice dish underneath the basket. No good. I'll tell you, Allen had a good look, not able to convert on that one.
That was a great pass by Keeley Bake.
Graham.
Wide open Allen.
Graham right to the rack. Good defense as Fairfield held their ground, and he ends up losing that one out of bounds. It'll be a turnover.
That's twice Dawson Allen's created a turnover on that end of the floor with using his size and athletic ability to break up a play.
As it's going to be Blackwell on the floor for the first time for Fairfield. He'll come in thinking about shooting the ball, so he'll just rotate to the top of the key. Bake with the ball. Keeley squared up with the basket, wants to work the left-hand side, calling out the play, looking for the screen. He'll take it, go around two defenders. Kicks it in the lane into the hands of his teammate Blackwell. That one's tipped out of bounds.
Good idea. They want to penetrate. They want the offense is looking like they want Bake to penetrate and then just kick out to a wide open three-point shooter if they can.
Still 3-0. Fergus up. First quarter action, 5:17 to go on the Beverly Bank scoreboard as it's going to be Shank handling the ball over the right-hand side. He'll kick it in the corner in the hands of Bake. Keeley drives baseline, pulls it back up, loses the handle for a moment as he'll set it back topside as they'll work down in the low post. Little spin move down there by pitcher. They're going to call the travel. We're going to send it the other direction.
Said he switched his pivot feet there. Referee called it. Of course, the Ratliff didn't agree, but
not going to usually when it's against you. As it's going to be Fergus with the lead and the ball, 3-0 at the 4:57 mark as the Golden Eagles are on top by 3. Quickly, a little give and go alley-oop, a little too hard off that one, trying to get it to Graham, just not able to convert. As loose ball over in the left-hand corner, Fergus will set it back up topside. Three-point shot is up, three-point shot is down. Cody Henderson, he's able to dial it up outside the arc.
Yeah, they were fortunate to get that second shot. That first lob pass went off the backboard. Fortunately, came back in the hands of Clinton, and they were able to set up that play.
6-0, Fergus up as Fairfield has not scored. They've had some looks. As drive in the lane's going to be the Eagles. Count it. It's good. Keeley Bate get the hoop and the harm. The sophomore says, hey, I'm going to take it right to the rack.
He's going to get 3 points the old-fashioned way if he can make this free throw. He did a very nice job of bringing the defense onto him, and he leaned his body against him, got fouled in the air. It's an obvious foul. He'll go to the line, tried to make 3.
Chance to cut the lead in half as he put 2 points on the board, took the 0 away for Fairfield as a opportunity free throw line. That will be foul number 1 on the Fergus, and that'll be against Wes Jamison. As the free throw is up, it is good. 6-3, Fergus by 3. Quarter number 1, 4:22 to go on the belt by the big scoreboard. As bringing the ball down is going to be Graham, the 6'5 junior, handling the ball as he rotates around the perimeter in a 3-man passing game as Fairfield has gone into a zone defense. Graham thinking about the shot, drives in left hand, does a little jump shot. Well, he jumped to a stop because he was being held as Pat will come over and tell us that's going to be on Ryder Meyer. That'll be foul number 1 on him, second team foul on Fairfield.
Ryder came out of there with the basketball. He thought he hit him a tie ball there, but the referee said no, he had part of his wrist.
4:07 to go, second quarter. They will send it into Graham deep down in the post. Little spin move underneath. They'll send it over the left-hand side. Thinking about the 3 instead. Going to drive is going to be Jamison. He'll pull up from 15. And that'll be the first basket for the junior, Wes Jamison. 8-3, Fergus by 5. 3:53 to go. First quarter action here on a Friday night. A beautiful day out there. The sun was shining as the Eagles are going to drive in. The jump stop and the slide. Can't do it. Ethan Schenk, they're going to say that was a travel.
I think they were right that time. He tried to get past inside there. The lanes were covered. He tried to hold up the ball, couldn't do it.
Ladies are waiting in the wings. That'll be game number 2 tonight of our doubleheader. As we will bring that one after the conclusion of this one. Appreciate you spending your time with Glenn and I here on a Friday night. Little jump pass, bounce pass there. That one's going to be tipped away by Fairfield. They want to bring it right down to the rack. Right-hand layup. It's up. It's good. Ryder Meyer cuts the lead down to 3. It's an 8-5 Fergus lead. 3:26 to go here in this first quarter. As not a lot of score, and they've been doing a lot up and down. Just tough shooting percentage so far tonight. Quickly, 3-point shot is up. Jamison, he could hit that one from there. He misses that one off the back iron. Rebound comes down. Quickly, they want to run with it. Cage, he'll bring it down the left-hand side. Sets it back up top of the key. As this time, Keeley Bake will reset the offense, working the right-hand side. Meyer drives in, pulls back out, spin move. As he'll send it right, this time Schenk loses the handle for a moment. Maybe got away with an extra step, split a couple defenders. As they're going to hand this one down, we're going to have the foul. Colby Pitcher kind of found himself in trouble. Got bailed out by the foul.
That he did. He got caught in no man's land out there, lost control of the ball, but it banked off one of the Fergus kids. And they're going to make that foul number 1 on Jake Clinton. That'd be the second team foul on Fergus.
2 and 2 on each side. The substitutions coming in. Dawson Allen back on the floor for Fairfield. As I believe that was the only substitution for Fairfield. We'll catch up with the Eagles here, the Fergus Eagles here shortly, as they'll send the ball into Ryder Meyer. He'll stop and pop from 3. That rattles around, did everything but fall through the rim. We're going to head the other direction.
I thought it was down. How'd it come out of there?
I gave him a half a point just for being that close. 8-5. It's Fergus up by 3. 2:43 to go here in this first quarter, game number 1. Deep move in the post. I'll tell you what, Landon Henderson came in just a moment ago. He immediately put some points on the board. 6'5 senior. Pretty tough to block a shot that close to the rim.
You can't let him catch that ball down that low. He's going to do that to you all day long.
Fairfield trailing by 5. Pulls up from the free throw line. Back iron, no good. Rebound comes down. Fergus wants to run with it. Quickly, the right-hand side is going to be Jaden Graham. He'll pull up from 3. That's the back iron. That one's no good. Rebound comes down as it's going to be Fairfield pushing the ball quickly down the middle of the floor. As they're going to handle Bake. Throws it left-hand side. Cage, he'll pull up from 3. That's front iron, no good. Follows his rebound. Nice job picking it up there, young fellas. He'll send it back over the left-hand side. Rotate the floor. We're working the right. Driving in with a left. And they're going to say the foul happened before the shot. Colby Pitcher, good effort heading to the basket there as Tanner Trafton will pick up the personal. That'll be team foul number 3 for Fergus.
Doing a little pushing and shoving inside was Tanner and got caught that time.
Colby actually made the basket, but it's not going to count as it happened after the continuation or after the foul as they'll send it into Allen. Dawson squares up, goes left. This time Keeley wants to drive around his defender. He does. Splits a couple defenders, finds himself in trouble, just does a little hand roll there. He is blocked from behind by Graham, but it's going to be Fairfield with the ball and the turnover. They threw it to the guy in the uniform that was the wrong color.
Well, they go inside like there, and everybody's 6'5". When you're a guard, you got to get out of there.
Turnaround jump shot, pretty looking shot. Landon Henderson been in just a couple minutes. He's 2 for 2 from the field. Pushes it out to a 12-5 Fergus lead. Minute 30 to go here in this first quarter on the Belt-Bank scoreboard. It's Fairfield trailing by 7. They're trying to battle their way back into this one as Ryder Meyer will send the ball over the left-hand side. It's going to be Colby Pitcher working it in the hands of Cage. Driving the baseline. Strong move to the rack. That one's no good. But the rebound right there for Dawson Allen. Boy, good effort, young fella there. 6'3", he's battling the boards.
Yeah, that's at least 3 or 4 rebounds for that young man already, and that time he got fouled, putting it back up. He'll go to the free throw line and shoot a couple.
Landon Henderson will pick up the personal. That'll be 4 team fouls on Fergus. First one on him. A couple of free throws coming up for the young fella here. He makes good on the first one, as he has one more coming up after that. Back on the floor, Ethan Shrink. And it looks like coming in for Fergus, Cody Henderson will be back in.
Jameson came on as well.
And I miss Jameson. He's on there as well. Another free throw, Dawson Allen at the free throw line, 1 for 1. Make that 1 for 2 as he rattles the second one out. Keeps it to a 6-point lead here for Fergus, 12-6. We got 68 ticks to go here in this first quarter, as it's going to be the big guy, Jaden Graham, working the ball the right-hand side. Rotate around the perimeter is Jameson. West sends it back up to Graham. This time they're going to work the left. Driving in is Fergus with the ball. Goes baseline with it as they'll set it back up top of the key. West Jameson wants to bring over on the right-hand side. Looking to get in the post. He does. Ball's tipped out. Good defense by Fairfield. Coming out of the pack is going to be the Fairfield Eagles this time, as it'll be Ethan Schenk with a high dribble. Sends it over the left-hand side. Keely Bake wants to go right. He does. Meyer. Ryder drives in. He's got that basket early on. Pulls it up on the left on Bake. That one's long. Ball comes off the rim. Rebound comes down to Graham, and they're just going to take their time and bring it down the floor.
Fergus has given them one shot.
25 seconds go in this first quarter. Slow scoring quarter. Tough field goal percentage. 12-6 as Fergus right now wants to hold for the last shot. Of course, Bell Valley Bank likes to remind you they've been developing relationships since 1936. We sure do appreciate them, as the Bell Valley Bank scoreboard shows 12-6 Fergus. Now it's Fergus pulling up. Foot on the line. I think it'll be a 2 if it goes. It doesn't go. Rebound comes down. Quick shot. Turnaround. That one's off the iron. No good. Quarter number 1 is in the books. It's Fergus 12.
Green Endeavor. McDonald's in Great Falls with 3 locations to serve you. We're loving it.
Welcome back to the gymnasium here at Fairfield High School, Fairfield, Montana. The Fergus Eagles are in town playing the Fairfield Eagles. We got the boys game going on first. We got a 12-6 lead by the Fergus Golden Eagles. They get the ball to start the second quarter, but unfortunately they turned it over and Fairfield gets the ball and a foul. It's going to be the second foul on Jake Clinton, and it's only the
Jake trying to pick him up at half court there, pressuring him, doing a great job on that. Just got a little too grabby, hit him on the arm. So as you said, that'll be foul number 2. 5 team fouls on Fergus here in this second quarter already.
Fairfield will inbounds the ball. They got the ball at the head of the key. Going over the right-hand side, looking down there, Shank's got the ball. He left-hand dribble right to the free throw line. Nice pass inside to Allen. Wide open for a layup.
Great job using the backboard and the rim to protect that shot there. There's some tall shot blockers in there, as that'll be basket number 1 for Dawson Allen. He's got a free throw to go, make him 3 points.
Into the front court quickly come the Fergus Eagles, having trouble holding onto the ball. Finally being controlled there by Graham. He takes it all the way inside, hands it off underneath the basket. Standing there wide open is Tanner Crafton. He's got 2 points for the Golden Eagles.
Give him a second field goal of the game. He's got 5 in total.
Fairfield's on the run and quickly in the front court. Bake now with the point guard kicks it off this side to Myers. He puts up a 3-point shot. It's no good, but the ball rattles around, coming out in the hands of Dawson Allen, and he tipped it back in for 2 points for Fairfield.
Back-to-back baskets for Allen, doing a nice job on the rebound putback. 14-10. It's a 4-point Fergus lead. Quarter number 2.
Fairfield showing a little forecourt pressure. Fergus gets the ball into the front court, puts a shot up. It's no good. Now they get the ball in the hands of Graham. They're going to set up their offense. A couple of dribbles between his legs out ahead of the key. Works that right-hand side. Gets the ball stolen. Coming out there with is going to be Meyer. He goes inside. He gets fouled in the act of going to the hole. Blocking foul against Fergus. I think they'll probably call it as a shot.
Well, it'll be interesting to see. That was a running back move there. He tucked the ball, dropped the shoulder, and went, and it was pretty good block. They're going to say on the drive, not on the shot, as he wasn't able to get the ball in the air. That will be foul number 2 on Wes Jameson.
And Fairfield will then be inbounds underneath their own basket. Bay quickly gets inside the pitcher, throws it outside to Meyer. They'll take it out to the head of the key and set up their offense. Meyer's on the dribble, the 5'10 junior. Right side to Shank. Looking inside, Allen's got a pick set for him. Shank now trying to take it back to the head of the key to pitcher. He's got a 3-point shot on the way. It's off the back of the rim, no good. The ball saved. Nice rebound in there by Allen. They try to throw it right back inside to him. He wasn't ready for it. Pass a little hot, goes out of bounds at the 6:11 mark. It will go back over to the Fergus Eagles with a 14-10 lead on the Belt Valley Bank scoreboard.
You touched on that rebound. Dawson doing a nice job tipping it out. He had 3 bigger guys around him. He was able to get up, smack that one all the way out past the 3-point line to his teammates. Not able to get any points on it, but pretty good effort underneath the basket.
Still that full court pressure by the Eagles. They put it on here at the start of the second quarter. Into the front court is Fergus. Right-hand side, down in the corner. That's Norsling. He goes and kicks it all the way out. They got a three-point shot on the way out there by Jameson. It's no good. Some shoving going around underneath the basket, and they're going to call a foul on Fergus. And they are going to, that's their 17th foul, but they're going to say player control. Nobody's going to the free throw line. That foul is going to be on Trapton, and that's going to be his third. Second.
Yep. He's number
three's
three.
He's okay, I got it now. Reading the scoreboard's kind of tricky. 5:50 mark. Fairfield with the ball. Into the front court is Bake. Throws it off inside now to number 22. That's a Jorgensen that's on the floor now for him. Back to Shank, working over on the right-hand side. Allen's got it now. He puts the ball on the floor, tries to go inside. We got a whistle timeout.
Call Benefice Orthopedic Center of Montana at 455-3650.
Welcome back to the Fairfield Gymnasium. Fairfield's got the ball. They're down 14-10 to the Fergus Eagles. They got the ball in the front court. Going to set up their offense. Still man-to-man defense being played all over the floor by the Fergus Eagles. Right-hand side, Shank. Going to put the ball on the floor, try to take it to the hole. They pick him up there. Has to kick the ball out to Pitcher at the head of the key. Back over to Shank on the other side. He gets the ball into Allen, but Allen, nice diving play in there to break that pass up. We got a jump ball situation, and the possession arrow is...
I think we got a foul. No, they called a timeout.
Open road as a semi-truck driver? Or would you like to work with your hands as a boiler operator? The Center for Lifelong Learning at Great Falls College MSU is offering a CDL class and a low-pressure steam boiler class this spring. The CDL class starts April 2nd. The low-pressure steam boiler class begins April 13th. For more information, contact Great Falls College MSU at 406-268-3734 or visit gfcmsu.edu/lifelong learning.
The Max Sports Bar and Casino is the place to be for happy hour from 5 to 8 every night of the week. 5 to 8? Now that's a happy hour you can take advantage of. With multiple drinks and appetizer specials, you are sure to find something that hits the spot with 12 beers on tap. Domestic drafts and well drinks are only $2. Select appetizers are under $4. And as always, 45-cent wings. Come to happy hour at the Max Sports Bar and Casino inside the Best Western Plus Heritage Inn, Great Falls.
Food, fun, and friends at the Heritage Inn. Take it to the max.
Cascade Farmers Mutual Insurance Company is a proud supporter of this sporting event. They would like to remind you that they too have a team. Like the two teams on the field, Cascade Farmers Mutual Insurance Team is ready to take care of all your insurance needs. Glenn Lambert reminds us that Cascade Farmers Mutual Insurance has been in business for a long time.
For over 100 years, Cascade Farmers Mutual has been offering low-cost protection for your home and property. Give our agents a call and find out why you should have it. Call 1-800-310-3923. Cascade Farmers Mutual Insurance, insuring Montanans since 1913. Welcome back to the gymnasium here in Fairfield. While we were away, we had a three-point shot made by Ethan Shank for Fairfield as he narrowed the lead to 14-13. Now we got a layup. Good for Fairfield as well off a steal, and they're going to take the lead 15-14.
First lead of the game for Fairfield, as you said, they're on a big three-pointer followed by a two-pointer. 4:15 to go here, second quarter on the Belt by the Bank scoreboard.
Meanwhile, here comes Fergus with the ball. The shot goes up there. It's errant. It's no good. That was number 30. Henderson put it up. Coming out of the rebound is Fairfield. Quickly a shot put up out there by Bake. It was a three-pointer. It's no good. Rebound comes off in the hands of Fergus. Tries to take the ball inside is Graham. Tries to do a fancy behind the back with the ball, and he ends up traveling with it and turn it back over to Fairfield.
Got a little too cute on that one, as you said there, Coach, encouraging him to just go straight up with the shot as he has the height advantage there at about 5 foot. Instead, he ran over the top. He will pick up the personal.
3:56 left to play here in the second quarter. 15-14. Fairfield with the lead on the Belt Valley Bank scoreboard, and they've got the ball. In the front court comes Bake. Going to work on the right-hand side. Hands it off to Meyer. He takes the ball on the dribble over to the head of the key. Hands off to Shank. Takes it in the paint, drops the ball off. Nobody there to get it except the Fergus Eagle. They're going down. They got a layup on the other end. Shot goes up in there by Phillips, but shot's no good. And coming out of there with the rebound quickly is Meyer. His shot is blocked, no good. Coming back out, we're going to run back up and down the floor. Here comes the Eagles. Number 20, Graham. He's going to pull things up. They're going to set up the offense, are the Fergus Eagles. Left-hand side now deep in the corner. That's Norleen down in there. Back out to Graham. Over in the right-hand side, Henderson. On the dribble now. Good defense being played by Fairfield as they finally get a shot off at the head of the key. Three-pointer up there. That's put up by Graham. It's no good. Coming out of there quickly is Myers with it for Fairfield. He puts a shot up. It's good. Nice job of leaning into the shot and picking up that foul, making the basket. That's 2 more points for Ryder Meyer as they take a 17-14 lead. Foul is on number 20. That's Jaden Graham picking up his first of the ball game.
Yeah, Coach Sparks is wanting to know when he dropped his shoulder how that doesn't become a charge there, and that's one of those tough block charge calls underneath the basket. The official saw the advantage was against the defensive player. The defensive player had the advantage on it, so that's why he got the blocking call on it. 17-14, it's a 3-point. Make that a 4-point game as the free throw is good. Fairfield's going to take a timeout. We're going to do along with them. It'll be a full timeout. We'll be back after this.
Welcome back to Fairfield Sports Fans. 18-14, Fairfield Eagles with the lead over the Fergus Golden Eagles. The Golden Eagles got the ball. They're going to work the ball into the front court. Bringing it across the half-court line is Henderson. He's going to work on the right-hand side. Norleen picks his ball up. Cross-court pass all the way across to Graham. He drives, puts a shot up. It's off the rim, no good. Working hard and coming out of the rebound once again is Dawson Allen. Hands the ball off to Ryder Meyer. Ryder's into the front court, left-hand side. There's Schenk. Puts the ball in the paint. Jump shot up off the front of the rim, no good. Ball's kicked around underneath there. Nobody coming out of it. Finally, it's the Eagles. Graham in the front court. Schenk gets his hands on the ball, makes him slow things up. They're going to have to set up their offense. Graham now into the front court to Norleen. Norleen right-hand side. That's Henderson. He's looking at the shot. Nothing there as the defense is out there on him. He's going to kick the ball back. They're going to go around again. Now they get the ball inside the paint. Throw it inside there to Phillips. He puts a shot up. It's good. He'll go to the free throw line to shoot one.
First basket of the game for Phillips, and they did something. They entered the quarter leading by 6. They find themselves down by 4. That'll cut it to 2 with a chance to add one more. So it's going to be Jurgerson with the personal foul for Fairfield Eagles. And 18-16 is the Fairfield lead. 2:21 to go second quarter action, but they could cut that in half with his free throw.
Cruz Christensen onto the floor for the Fairfield Eagles. They get everybody lined up there. They get the ball in the hands of the shooter. That's Jace Phillips. He's the 6'2 junior. Hasn't been to the free throw line yet. Got his first basket of the ball game right there. Try to make a 3-point off the back of the rim, no good. Coming out of there, the rebound's going to be Pitcher for Fairfield. Here's Meyer into the front court, left-hand side. Over the head of the key, Pitcher. Looking inside, nothing there. He's going to dribble it over here over the left-hand side. They're trying to find somebody underneath the basket. Nothing there. Schenk now as they work it back to the head of the key. Schenk's on the dribble. He's down on the right-hand side. The defense is over there on him. He falls to the floor. Fortunate to get rid of the ball into the hands of Meyer over here on the left-hand side. Looks at that 3-point shot, doesn't take it. Instead, he puts the ball on the floor, and it goes over on the side of the floor to Schenk.
A little momentum has been lost here as now the turnover with Jordan coming out with that one.
And
or Jaden, excuse me.
Here you go. And he's got the ball in the front court, Graham does. Right-hand side, Henderson. Henderson's looking inside, nothing there. He's going to have to go back over the other side to Norsleen. Norsleen over to Henderson. Henderson looking inside, nothing there. The defense, zone defense now being played by Fairfield, and they can't get that ball inside on it. There they get a shot on the baseline. It's up. It's no good. That was Graham. Rebound comes off and be kicking around down there. Nobody's really got it. It's a scrum. Finally, the referees say we got a jump ball situation. That is going to be pointing at Fairfield.
18-16. The points haven't moved here in a little while. It's still a 2-point Fairfield lead. Minute 20 to go here in this second quarter on the Belleville Bank scoreboard. A couple substitutions come in. We'll catch up with those as we can here.
I got Bake coming in for Fairfield and Henderson coming on for Fergus. And Fairfield with the ball. Bake at the point guard. He's going to work the ball into the front court. No full court pressure being by Fergus. They're willing to wait for him down on their end of the floor with a minute 10 to go here in the second quarter. Bake picks up his dribble ahead of the key, deep in the corner to Meyer. Pick set for him. They're just going to set up that offense, go around to the right-hand side, see what's happening over there. Bake on the dribble. Being guarded closely by Graham. Graham got his hand on it, swatted away, but Bake picks it up. Meyer, left-hand side now, tries to throw the ball in the corner. Pitcher fooled him. He zigged when he thought he was going to zag, threw it right out of bounds over to the Fergus Eagles. They find themselves down 18-16 with 52 seconds to play here in the second quarter.
They've been pretty patient with their offense. We'll see if they wait for their last shot here in this first half.
Yeah, they've only scored 4 points here in the second quarter. Their offense has kind of abandoned them. Graham now, he's dribbled the ball deep in the corner. Oh, throws that pass. It's Aaron. Pitcher's in there to step in front of him, pick it up. Left-hand layup, left-hand side. It's good. He gets his first basket of the ball game. Stretching lead out to 4 points with 31 seconds to go. Quickly in the front court comes the Fergus Eagles. Left-hand side, that's Henderson. Breaks it down in the corner there to Norsleen. Norsleen throws it inside. Shots put up there. That was Henderson. No good. Coming out of the rebound is going to be Pitcher. Quickly now to Meyer. They're in the front court. They're on the run. Throws the ball over the left-hand side. That's a shot up there by Allen. Doesn't get anything that time. Ball goes over the rim, and we got a Fairfield on the back on the rebound. It's only going to be their 6th foul, so it will not be a shooting situation.
But number 2 on Ryder Meyer there is big substitutions coming in. Tanner Trapton back in. Jake Clinton back in, and also Wes Jamison back in. As you said, 5th team foul. Under 10 to go here in this second quarter. 10 seconds it is. It's 20-16. Fairfield by 4 on the Belleville Bank scoreboard.
Coach Sparks took all of his players off the floor. No sense picking up a cheap foul here in the last couple seconds. Deep shot from B over there in the far corner. Hits off the rim, no good, and we are at the half.
Appreciate when the refs work with us.
I do too. They're waiting for us this time. They haven't been doing that tonight, but we had a little talk with them. Anyway, Randy Bogdan,
We got a
Glenn
good
Lambert.
clock guy here taking care of us as well. So.
He is. Fergus has got the ball. They're down 4 as we start here in the third quarter. They're going to work right to left now on your radio dial. Henderson down in the corner in the hands of Jameson. Throws the ball inside. Nice pass. Cross-court pass in there. And that goes back over to number 3, and that is Tanner Trafton with the first basket to start the second half.
Beautiful feed to him there as he was wide open underneath the basket. He's got 7 in the contest.
Bake now with the ball for Fairfield. Quick pass inside to Allen, but the defense is waiting for that one. But they managed to swat it out of bounds, and Fairfield will control in front of their own bench.
Trafton comes over and introduces himself to the Fairfield bench. Says, hi, how you doing? As he runs over about 3 of them.
Good hustle on the defense. Bake will take the ball inbounds. Going to have to get rid of it real quick. There he does. There's Meyer right open for a three-point shot. It's off the back of the rim, no good. Coming out of there with the rebound is going to be trapped in for the Golden Eagles. Quickly into the front court, into the hands of Graham. Left-hand side now, Henderson down deep in the corner as they finally get the ball inside in the paint where they're trying to get it. That's trapped and putting up a shot in there. It's no good. Coming out with the rebound is going to be Shank for the Fairfield Eagles. Bake now, head of the key. Quickly, Shank running the floor, puts a shot up off the back of the rim. That ball was checked. Comes back down to the hands of the Golden Eagles. They're into the front court. That's Henderson with the ball. Quickly over to Clifton. Throws the ball inside. There's Trafton all by himself as he ties this contest up at 20 all.
Obviously, Coach Sparks talked about the height advantage they have at halftime there as they have immediately gone down. The first 3 possessions, they worked the low post very, very well. 2 baskets for Trafton, 1 missed shot. As you said, all tied up, 20 all. 6:43 to go here. Third quarter on the Belleville Bank scoreboard.
Shank's got the ball in the paint. Gets it off to Allen. He puts a shot up. He's fouled in the act of shooting. He's going to go and shoot a couple free throws.
Allen is 1 out of 2 from the charity stripe as that's going to be a foul against Graham. That'll be the third one on Jaden. Something Coach will have to take a look at as it'll send Allen to the free throw line. I'd love to hear from you tonight, where you're watching and which team you're rooting for. You can send me a text message at 406-788-3003. Once again, 406-788-3003. Let me know which team you're rooting for tonight.
First free throw is no good, and I only showed 2 fouls on Graham, but I could be wrong.
Well, and the board didn't, or at least I didn't look quick enough, so all unofficial. The numbers we're giving you is unofficial.
Allen's second free throw is up. It's off the side of the rim. It's no good. Coming out of the rebound is going to be Graham for the Golden Eagles. He's going to go on the dribble now, cross into the front court. Picked up their zone defense, still being played by the Fairfield Eagles. Right-hand side to Henderson, deep into the corner. Then it's Graham. He's got a pop shot 10 feet off. It's no good. Working hard for that rebound on the backside is Jake Clinton. He puts it back up, and they take a 22-20 lead. Fergus with their first lead of the second half.
Clinton did a very smart thing there. He didn't even come down with that rebound. He got it in the air, immediately put it back into the basket.
Fairfield tries to get the ball inside. They throw the pass. It's errant. It's going to go into the backcourt. We're going to have an over and back call, and Fergus will get the ball at the half-court line.
We do have an update in Belt. Belt is up big against Winnigrass Range at 21-5 at the end of the first quarter. As it's a blowout in Belt right now on the ladies' side.
I was going to say girls or boys. It is the girls, and the Belt girls, of course, they're loaded again this year. They've won so many state championships, I almost lost track. Inside the paint is the Golden Eagles. That's Trafton. They want to get that ball inside to him. Why not? He's got 6 points here in the third quarter.
Had to 5 in the first half for 11, but as you said, 3 big field goals. 24-20. Fergus up by 4. 5:37 to go in the third quarter.
Myers, meanwhile, takes it on the right-hand side, dribbles, goes to the hole. He's fouled in the act of shooting. He's going to go to the free throw line to shoot a couple.
5-on-5, so that's going to be Jake Clinton will pick up his, what looks to be third foul. We'll see it. Yeah, the board says 3 on that one as well.
Myers, meanwhile, goes to the line. He's 1 for 1 there tonight. Now he's 2 for 2.
We are sitting in the Lewistown side of the gymnasium here, and so those fouls are, they don't agree with them over on this side.
And they probably don't agree with the Lewistown calls on the other side.
Well,
so
there you go. There you go. All even out.
The nature of the game. Second free throw is up, and it is good. 7 points down the game for Ryder Meyer, the 5'10 junior. Graham into the front court for the Golden Eagles. Picks up his dribble, head of the key. Looking inside. He looked at that shot, but he's way too far to take that one. Gets the ball off instead to Henderson. Picks being set down in the corner. They tried to throw the ball there to Jamison. Ball's knocked out of bounds by Schenk. The Fairfield Eagles defense was ready for that pass. Fergus Eagles will control on their own baseline.
Gotta love the gamemanship. Scott Sparks didn't even move, even though he was about to be run into. He just stood there. We'll see what happens with this.
I get this 2 feet. He says, you can't move me. Fergus with the ball, right-hand side, deep in the corner. Shot going up over there by Jameson. Way too long. No iron anywhere coming out of there with it's going to be Myers as he takes the ball into the paint. They're going to call a blocking foul against Fergus on that. He's going to send Myers to the line to shoot some more free throws.
So we'll see if that's 3 or 4 on Graham. That is just going to be foul number 3, so I misapplied a foul earlier on. As you said, Ryder Meyer, who is 3 for 3 from the charity stripes, got 7 points and all. Chance to tie it back up with his first one. He's going to miss.
This is a rarity, folks. I was right and Randy was wrong. That doesn't happen very often.
Mark it on the calendar. First time today.
Meanwhile, Meyer missing the first shot. He gets a second. 5:03 in the third quarter. 22-20, now 23-24.
Makes the second one. It's a 1-point contest there as the Traftons are listening in. We appreciate that.
Henderson in the front court to Norsleen. Norsleen's on the dribble, looking inside. There's Trafton at the free throw line. Takes it into the hole. Left-hand shot off the backboard. It is good as he's using all of a 6'5" size to his advantage here in this quarter. 26-23. Fergus with the lead.
Kyle and Courtney, stand up and make some noise. Your brother's doing well. Tanner, he's got his 8th point in the quarter. Give him 13 in all. Appreciate you tuning in on KXLO Lewistown.
We got a scrum on the floor. We got a loose ball out there. Referee's going to call a jump ball. That possession arrow is pointing in the favor of the Fairfield Eagles. They'll get the ball on their baseline under their own basket. Down 3, 23-26 at the 4:32 mark here in the third quarter as Colby Pitcher comes back onto the floor.
Got Candy Anderson checking in from Wyoming, Wheatland, Wyoming, listening on KXLO.
Oh, a beautiful long shot by Ethan Shank. He was way out beyond that three-point line as he gets his second three-pointer of the ball game. 6 now total as he ties things up at 26-26. Ferguson Eagles on the attack. Right-hand side, that's Norsleen. He's on the dribble looking inside. Get the ball in there to Trafton. Trafton's working inside. He's fouled in the act of shooting. He'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Good effort by Trafton. He's kind of putting the team on his shoulder as he's not about to lose this one here. Foul number 2 on Ethan Shank. That'll be the first team foul of the second half. I thought they had a second one, but no, that's just the first team foul here in the second half.
8 points in the quarter, now 9 in the quarter for Trafton to go with his 5 in the first half. He's now got 14 points here in the ball game.
Kyle and Courtney, they're having fun at home watching their brother cheering him on.
Second free throw's on the way. It's off the back of the rim, no good. Used 6'5" height. Fergus is able to knock it around, but eventually Fairfield comes out of there. On the run is Bake into the front court. Tries to dribble. Defense is waiting for him there. Reaching in. They're going to call that foul on Wes Jamison. And Wes is going to pick up his third foul. And it is the 14th foul, which means Fairfield will get the ball here on the sideline in front of their own bench. And they're going to take Jamison to the bench with his 3 fouls. As coming on the floor is going to be Nate Konzerski. In front of the bench now, Fairfield with the ball, setting up a play, trying to get the ball outside here to Meyer, and they do. They set up the offense now. Myers on the dribble, takes it into the paint. Nothing for him to do in there. Instead, he tries to pick up his dribble. We got a travel going against Fairfield, and Fergus will come out of there with the basketball.
27-26. Fergus with a 1-point lead, 3:58 to go here in the third quarter as the crowd's getting a little heated now.
Yeah, well, that happens in these basketball games. Henderson into the front court to Fergus. Over on the other side now to Konzerski. Back to Henderson as he holds the ball at the head of the key as they set up their offense. Norsleen now on the left-hand side. He's on the dribble, being guarded closely there by Bake. Throws the ball inside and where they've been going the whole quarter to Trafton. Trafton's kind of loses control of the ball. Coming out of there with it's going to be Fairfield. Into the front court comes Pitcher. Pitcher has to pick up his dribble, and he travels.
Well, and he was taking a look over on the right-hand side here, baseline, and his teammate got covered up by the defender. He wasn't able to react quick enough. Pulled the pivot foot. We're going to send it the other way. 27-26, Fergus by 1. 3:30 to go here in this third quarter. It's heating up. We're having a good time on a Friday night.
Yes, we are. Caleb Jorgensen back on the floor for the Fairfield Eagles. Norsleen, left-hand side, trying to get the ball inside there to Trafton, where they've been going the entire quarter very successfully. Now they're over on the right-hand side. Lots of picks being set as they're trying to get Trafton free. He does get the ball right now at the free throw line. Takes one, dribbles, crossover, left hand. It's good.
That was a beautiful shot by Tanner. Give him 11 in the quarter, 16 in the game. He says, don't worry, boys, I got this one.
29-26 at the 3-minute mark. Golden Eagles with a 3-point lead. Bake, he's got a three-point shot on the way. It's off the front of the rim, no good. Coming out of the rebound is going to be trapped in for Fergus. He's going to dribble it up the floor himself. He takes it right here to the head of the key, throws it over the right-hand side, and now it's over to Norsleen. He mishands the ball. Bake gets a wide-open layup.
Doesn't get much easier than that as Keeley will get his first basket second half, give him 7 in all.
Unforced error that time by Fergus. Gets a 29-28, 1-point lead for the Fergus Golden Eagles. Right-hand side's Norsleen. Cross-court pass this side to Henderson. Henderson tries to take it inside. The defense is waiting. He had to pick up his dribble, take it back outside to Norsleen as they work on the right-hand side. Deep in the corner down there, that's Konzerski. Back out to Norsleen on this side now to Henderson as they work around the zone defense that the Fairfield Eagles have been showing them the entire ball game. Oh, we got to travel that time. Norsleen took off without putting the ball on the floor. Fergus Eagles will have another turnover.
Good friend of ours, Lonnie Mannon, listening in down in Lewistown at the B&B Motel there. Lonnie, thank you, buddy. Good to hear from you. We've got the 8C in Great Falls this year, so we won't be seeing you this year, but we'll be back down there next year with the 8C tournament.
Fairfield with the ball. Meyer, free throw line, wild shot on the way, no good. Coming out of there with the rebound is going to be the Fergus Eagles. It gets knocked out of bounds, and Fergus will control.
29-28, Lewistown by 1, minute 57 to go in the third quarter. And on the Bevel Bank scoreboard, substitutions coming in. Back on the floor, Jace Phillips, 6'2 junior.
And he will inbounds the ball into the hands of Henderson, who's going to take over the point now. Dribbles it, no full court pressure. Those zone defenses waiting for him down here on the end of the floor where they've got the ball now. Deep in the corner, that's Trafton. They don't want him to have the ball in there. He throws an errant pass, throws it into the backcourt. It was tipped by Fairfield, so Fergus will able to control the ball quickly in the front court where they got some numbers. Throw it down to the baseline. Coming in there's Norsleen. Shots up. It's no good. Rebound coming off. Working hard for it's going to be Henderson. He takes the ball. He loses it, and we're going to have a foul. And that foul is going to go against number 30. That's going to be Landon Henderson picking up his second one.
Foul number 2 on him. As we said, the crowd is getting real heated over here. 5 team fouls on Fergus. They do have the 1-point lead, 29-28. 90 ticks to go here in this third quarter.
On the dribble, Keeley Bake for the Fairfield Eagles. Minute 23 to save. Quick pass inside. It was wet in there, but you try to put up a shot is Blackwell, but you can't shoot when they're all 6'5", and you're not that tall. You're only 5'10". You're not going to get that shot off in there. Fergus is on the move on the offensive end. Henderson, left-hand side, down into the corner. Taking a look at that shot, not there. Instead, he kicks it back out to Norsleen. Norsleen now is on the dribble, right-hand side to Trafton. He's 30 feet from the basket. They want to get him inside. He takes the ball on the dribble, tries to get in there. They cut him off into Henderson. He's dancing the baseline. He steps on that baseline, however, and will turn the back over to the Fairfield Eagles.
Did a pretty good tightrope for a minute there. Just ran out of real estate there. Is on the floor. Dawson Allen comes back in. He'll replace Gage Blackwell. They're going to call a timeout. No, they are not. I just saw everybody get up, so I thought they were taking a break.
Well,
I guess not.
Lots of substitutes coming in and people standing up to greet the players as they come off the floor. We've got 54 seconds left. It's 29-28. Fergus with the lead. Fairfield with the ball. Into the front court comes Bake. He's at the point. Right-hand side as they set up the offense. Pick set for him there as he works the ball back over to the head of the key. Over to Shanks. Shanks looking inside. Nothing there. 40 seconds. They may play for the last shot, or they may not if they can get something inside. Bake now being guarded closely by Norsleen. He gets the ball in the paint. Puts a shot up. It's off the rim. Oh, it's good. That thing rattled around and went down. He got fouled in the act of shooting. Count that basket, and we'll go to the free throw line to shoot one.
5'9", and he was in climbing the trees in there because I'll tell you what, he gave up some height advantage. Tanner Trafton will pick up foul number 3. It's a 1-point Fairfield lead. Chance to make it 2 with 32 to go here in this third quarter on the Bevel Bank scoreboard.
Quickly a sub up for Scott Sparks. My guess is he's probably going to come in for Trafton. 32 seconds. He just soon not and pick up that fourth foul as the free throw is up, and it is good.
And back and forth we go. It's now a 2-point Fairfield lead. They led by 4 coming into the quarter. That's been cut in half, but they do have a 31-29 advantage.
Konzerski on, Trafton on for the last 32 seconds of this third quarter. Henderson's now in the front court. Zone defense waiting for him. Looks like they'll play for the last shot. They're just kind of holding the ball out here at the half-court line, but the defense is coming out on them, so they kick their offense into gear. Konzerski over on the right-hand side. Deep down in the corner, that's Norsleen. He tries to throw it in the side there, and he traveled with the basketball and turns it over with the 14-second mark.
You saw exactly what he wanted to do, and once again, that defender just kind of stepped in the lane, caused enough of interference there that he picked up that pivot foot, traveled with it, It's going to be Fairfield's ball. They'll hold for the last shot here in the third quarter.
They've got a 2-point lead in the ball as we roll underneath 10 seconds. Pick set. There's an illegal pick set out there coming onto the floor for Fairfield, and just way too aggressive with that pick, and they're going to turn that ball back over to the Fergus Eagles. And Scott Sparks sends all of his subs back into the contest.
Don't want any silly fouls, as you said, here at the end of the third quarter. 31-29, Fairfield by 2, 7.1 to go, but Fairfield is on defense.
He's got some starters out there. They think they can score on here with 7 seconds as they inbounds the ball. They bring it into the front court on the dribble. That's Clinton. He's still on the dribble. He's going to have to put up a wild shot. They don't get a shot up at all, and we are at the end of the third quarter.
Boy, I hope you're locked in for this one. Fourth quarter action. We got a good one going on a Friday night in Fairfield. 31-29, back and forth. The crowd's getting heated. The floor's getting heated. We're having a lot of fun out here. Hope you are too. Right now it's Lewistown with the ball. They're going to hold the ball out as Jake Clinton will bring it over on the right-hand side, reversing the floor. He wants to drive in. Thinking about the shot. A little give and go there. Not ready for it was his teammate, but it's going to be Graham picking it up. Little 5-foot floater. That one's no good. Rebound comes down. We're going to have a whistle and a foul on the rebound. We'll head the other direction.
Yeah, nice job by Myers, their rider. He's only 5'10", came out of there with that rebound. Tried to dribble out of there, and he got hammered while he did it. That's going to be the third foul.
On Henderson,
Landon
yeah.
Henderson.
So we'll make the long walk down for the 1-and-1. Ryder Meyer, he is 4 out of 5. 80% from the free throw line tonight. He's got 8 points. Has a chance to add a couple more. First one, it is true. So 32-29.
Let's look at these fouls over here by Fergus, Randy. They had Trafton with 3, Clinton with 3, Jameson with 3, Graham with 3, Henderson with 3. That's their starting 5.
They are definitely going to be watching that closely throughout this fourth quarter. As the second free throw is up, it is good as well. Appreciate you tuning in with us. Carl, thank you very much down at KXLO. We appreciate it. And, of course, Tim here in Great Falls at Star Radio, Fox Sports 1400. Appreciate all of your hard work. A little shove off there. Didn't get called. The crowd on the Fairfield side wanted it. And now we're going to get the travel call, and we're going to head back the other direction. Oh, the crowd is getting wound up.
We're hoping this mic isn't picking up what's being said behind
Yeah.
us.
If it is, we apologize to our listeners out there in the FCC. Please, there is not much that we can do about it here. So right now it's Fairfield up 33-29, driving in the lane. A lot of contact, no whistle as the ball comes all the way back into the right-hand corner. Ryder Meyer with the ball. Tight defense, the whistle, and the foul. Jake Clinton, he will now pick up his 4th foul. As 4th foul on Jake Clinton. We're going to have a couple of free throws coming up as Ryder Meyer will go back to the free throw line. We got Coach Les Meyer taking care of the profanity behind us here, so we'll get that all taken care of. As
his son Ryder goes to the line to shoot a bonus, 1-1.
Couple of free throws up. First one is up. It is good. 34-29. As we got a heated one going on here right now. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate that. I feel better knowing that you're not hearing that back there because it's pretty loud in our ear. Second free throw, no good. It's a 5-point game. 7:07 to go here in the fourth quarter. 34-29 as Fergus battling their way back into this one as they'll work the ball over on the right-hand side. Fergus Golden Eagles. They'll set the ball top of the key. Jaden Grant, who'll go over the right-hand side. He works through the hands of Henderson. Henderson feeds it down into the corner. Thinking about the shot instead, picking it up. He'll go into the post, driving baseline. A little up and under. We're going to have a whistle and a foul. Tanner Trafton, he was the third quarter MVP. He's going back to the free throw line for a couple.
Yeah, he had 11 of their 13 points they scored in the third quarter, and that was right where he was scoring from, right underneath the basket.
As Trafton will pull the trigger on the first one, you know his brother and sister right now are enjoying this one as they're back home listening in Lewistown, Montana. First free throw is good. He's got 17. He leads all scorers. Chance to make it 18. He's not going to, but the rebound comes down. Put back, that one's blocked. Graham goes up. He gets the put back. Give him his first basket of the game, I believe.
Yeah, it is his first basket. He did a nice job getting that offensive rebound and putting it right back up and in.
And it's a 2-point contest. 34-32, 6:30 to go here. Fairfield by 2 as the Eagles drive in, lose the handle down in the paint. Ball comes out. Eagles. This time the Golden Eagles. They're working off the right-hand side. Jaden goes strong to the basket. Give him his second basket in a row. Fairfield wants to talk about it. We're going to do it along with them on a Friday night. I know it's negative temperatures is what they're saying outside, but you don't know it inside this gymnasium. 34-34, 6:19 to go here in this fourth quarter. back and forth we go. You talked about it earlier. Fouls are adding up for Fergus. We'll see if that makes a difference. Right now it's Fairfield with the ball. They're going to drive the left-hand side. Split a couple defenders. They'll sit out top of the key. Allen, he'll pull up from 15. No, make it 19. The hoop, the harm. Dawson Allen from downtown. He's got a chance for the 4-point play.
He's got 8 points in the ball game now, trying to make it 9. That was a wide-open 3-point shot. First one he's taken this ball game. He proved he can make it. Now they're going to have to go out and play some defense on him out there. And that is going to be the 4th foul
on Trafton. That is a big one, as Trafton had all those points in that third quarter, is coming out strong in the fourth. That will sit him down, I'm guessing, to probably the 3 or 4 minute mark.
Allen struggled from the free throw line. He's 1 of 5 now.
1 of 5, absolutely. Free throw rebound comes down as Fergus. It's going to be Graham saving that one from going out of bounds. And Fergus with the ball. They trail by 3 at the 5:56 mark of the Belt by the Bank scoreboard. Quarter number 4, as Jane will bring the ball over the left-hand side. Deep pass in the post. That one's going to be picked off. Lazy pass, easy for the Eagles of Fairfield to pick that one off. This time it's going to be Keeley Bake. He'll send it right-hand side. 3-point shot, right side. No good. We're going to have a whistle and a foul on the rebound. This one's going to go against Fairfield.
Colby Pitcher was shoving inside there. He got caught. He knew it.
And that'll be the first one on him. Just 14 fouls here on the hometown team, Fairfield Eagles. Right now, Lewistown is carrying 9. Fergus is carrying 9 team fouls here into this second half.
Full court pressure, first time of the game for Fairfield.
Graham over to Henderson. Henderson immediately double team. That one's going to be tipped out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by Fairfield. So we'll keep it right here, side out of bounds, right in front of the Fergus bench. 37-34, Fairfield by 3, 5:31 to go in this fourth quarter. Game number 1 of 2. We invite you to stay tuned. At the conclusion of this one, we will bring you the ladies' side of the bracket, as Graham will bring the ball in for Fergus Golden Eagles. He'll set it up top of the key, work the right-hand side, down into the corner. Want to get in that low post that worked so well in the first quarter and the third quarter. That one stumbles around, comes back out as Graham squares over the basket, goes left. This time handling the rock is going to be Jamison, as he'll go into the high post. But we're going to have a whistle and a foul underneath the basket, as the official will come over and let us know.
That's Pitcher again. He's shoving away on the other end of the floor now.
That'll be his second personal. Still not shooting variety. As 11 below in Lewistown. Oh, my goodness. It is warm here in this gymnasium. 11 below. Stay warm out there. You folks out there dealing with the Cavs tonight, be safe. Little give and go underneath the basket. Spin move down in the lane. That one's going to be on the floor. Fairfield will come out with a loose ball. Good defense by the Eagles, as quickly the right-hand side is Bake will set it over the left, rotate around the perimeter into the left-hand corner, kicking the ball back out. Shank this time will set up top of the key. 37-34, Fairfield by 3, 4:48 to go in the fourth quarter, as Ryder Meyer will set it up top of the key. He wants to drive in. He'll kick it right. This time Bake comes around the corner, sets it up, left-hand side. Pitcher had a couple fouls recently, sends it back out for the 3. Count it. It's good. Keely Bake dials up from downtown.
He's got 13 in the game now as they take a 6-point lead.
Might be the biggest lead of the game for Fairfield, as we've had a tight one going back and forth, threading the needle coming on the other side. Fergus with a little up and under. Doopsie-doo. Ball is going to end up out of bounds. Jamison had that one knocked out of his hand. Chance for Norsleen to come on the floor, as well as Jake Clinton, as well as Tanner Trafton. So he's back in at the 4:22 mark. Mark that with his 4th foul. We'll see if he's able to hold out.
Yes, Coach Sparks, he's got to get his starters out there. He's got to get back in this ball game.
Trailing by 6 here at the 4:22 mark. It is a 6-point Fairfield lead, as they'll send the ball back out. 3-point shot up by Jamison. Rattles around, no good. Ball is tipped out. That's going to go over to the first row, as Fairfield was helping the official over there with which direction it should go, and he says, no, we're going to keep it here with Fergus.
Pitcher working hard on the defensive rebound. He swatted it over there. Pretty obvious call.
Graham comes left to Norsleen. He wants to drive instead. He sets it back up, and we're going to work the right-hand side this time. Jamison down under the low post. Big move by Trafton. Count it. Tanner Trafton. He's got another hoop and a harm, as he dials that one in from short range. Give him 2 more and a chance to make it 3.
Really nice job by Fergus passing in there. The inside passing, 2 quick passes inside. Caught Trafton on the right-hand side. He's going to make that layup all night.
It's a 4-point difference, chance to make it 3. He pulls the trigger. That one goes long, no good, as he has been consistently at 50% from the free throw line. Ball is stolen. Trafton goes right to the rack, and he's going to be fouled from behind.
That was Bake coming in late. He's going to pick up a foul. It's just going to be a common foul. They won't call. Even though it's from behind, he'll just send Trafton to the line to shoot 2.
And probably a good foul, because Trafton has had some challenges at the free throw line. He's hit 3 out of 7 right now.
He was going to make that layup.
So he's only 3 out of 7, so a chance here to add some in that first one. Ooh, he got the hometown friendly roll, although he's not from here. He got that one to drop through on the second bounce.
40-37, they got it down to one possession. Still the Fairfield with the lead.
3:54 to go halfway through this fourth quarter on the Belt Bank scoreboard. Of course, I'd like to remind you they've been developing relationships since 1936. Second free throw is good as well. As trying to get a substitution in, they do. Landon Henderson, as everybody's having fun out there. 40-38, it's a 2-point Fairfield lead, under 4 to go, as the Eagles of Fairfield, Montana. Malt barley capital of the world, right?
That's what they call themselves. They do raise a lot out here in the Greenfield Irrigation District.
Yes, they do. Right now, Fairfield with the ball on the right elbow. Handling the rock will be Myers. Ryder will send it over the left-hand side in the hands of Bake. Bake's had a couple big shots earlier as they'll send this one back up. Driving the lane, trying to dish it off. Trying to feed it down into the post. Instead, they're going to roll that off of one of the Fergus players' legs. They'll keep it right here with Fairfield.
Yeah, good idea by Ethan Shank, but they couldn't quite get the pass to go through there, but they will maintain possession.
Top the key. Allen works left-hand side. Pitcher rotates around the perimeter. This time, handle will be Shank as he just sets it back up top of the key. It's a 2-point Fairfield league. Deep three-point shot. Back iron. That one's no good. One and done on that as all the rebounders were wearing the dark blue. Jade will bring the ball up as they're going to call a timeout. Let's do it with them. It'll be a 30. And welcome back, basketball fans. Don't go anywhere. This one's going to go right down to the wire. We got 3:17 to go in this fourth quarter. It's a 2-point Fairfield lead. Fergus has the ball. 40-38 is what the Eagles are up by. The Fairfield Eagles, that is, as Fergus trying to get themselves back into the lead. Driving in over the right-hand side. And once again, Trafton, he is the go-to guy as he cuts the lead. No, he ties it up at 40 all.
He puts that ball on the floor, takes it to the rim, and he's deadly in there.
Absolutely, 40-40 at 2:52 to go here. Back and forth we go. Fairfield, now they drive the lane. Strong move to the rack. That one's no good by pitcher. Fergus comes out with a loose ball rebound.
And a chance to take their first lead of the second half.
Graham's going to work the right side of the floor. He's got a guy top of the key. He'll get it over to Clinton as they'll rotate over the left. Baseline going down. Trafton finds himself in traffic. He'll have to set it back out with, this time it's going to be Jamison going in, as we're going to have a whistle, a foul, and a couple of free throws.
Dawson Allen's going to pick up his first foul. Sending to the line, that's going to be Wes Jamison. He hasn't been there yet tonight. He's got 2 points in the ball game. He'll get to shoot 2.
Got those early in that first quarter. Has not had a chance to put any more points on the board until just now, where he switches the lead back over to the Fergus side of the floor. 41-40.
Cody Henderson and Mitch Norsleen onto the floor for Coach Sparks.
41-40. Fergus up by 1, 2:29 to go. A chance to make it one more as this free throw is up. It is good as well.
Nice looking stroke that young man's got, left-handed.
Fairfield with the ball, trailing by 2. Back and forth we go. They were up by 2 coming into the quarter. They're down by 2 now as they're going to work the ball over top of the key. We're going to have a whistle and a foul. As
it doesn't really matter who they call it on. Coach Sparks is holding his breath. He's got a lot of players with a lot of fouls. But not Norsleen. That's his first.
The one guy that, they probably afforded. Ethan Shank will head to the line. He's got a couple of trays. No free throws tonight. He's a pretty good shooter, though. He shouldn't have any problem. He is true on the first one. As Tanner Trafton back on the floor, as well as Jay Clinton. They're doing a little offense-defense.
Norsleen goes to the bench. Second free throw coming up for Ethan Shank, the 6'2 senior.
We see that with the Argos quite a bit. Coach Anthony Owens on the guy's side. He does the offense-defense towards the end of a game. Second free throw, no good, so it's a one-point contest, 42-41. Fergus, they got the lead. They got the ball. They got the clock running in their favor. 2:12 to go here in this fourth quarter as Graham sends it down in the post, back into the hands of Jaden. He dribbles around, a couple defenders. Thinking about the shot, instead he works it over the left-hand side as Jamison drives in. Has the ball stripped out of his hand. Boy, I'll tell you what, tough defense down in the paint. Coming out of the pack is going to be Bake.
They were figuring that ball was going to go to Trafton, and they stepped in front of that pass and stole it.
The ball sent over here into the crowd. Once again, back and forth on the offense-defense.
Henderson Norleen back on the floor. Trafton and Clinton to the bench.
Can't afford to pick up that fifth foul on Trafton, as it'll be Keeley Brake sent to throw it in. They work over the right-hand corner. Deep pass down in the post. A lot of contact down there. They're going to say last touch by Fergus.
Tried to lob that pass inside there to pitcher, and the defense is waiting for that. knocked it out of bounds.
42-41, Fergus by 1:45 to go fourth quarter. We got a barn burner going on here on a Friday night in Fairfield, as that one will be stolen away, and we're going to have a wake away.
He's on the
Anderson,
move.
right down to the basket. That rattles around, heard the footsteps, not able to get it. He'll pick it up in the corner. He's double teamed. Coach Sparks calls a timeout. Let's take it along with him. So you know they'll stack up. The Eagles will stack up pretty tight down there. 42-41, Fergus. They set to bring it in. Got to get it in quick. They're running out of time. They do get it down into the corner as they'll set it over on the right-hand side. Clinton with the ball, dribbles it out, sets it up to the left-hand side. This time Jamison, as you know, Coach said, use up a little clock, as this one is going to roll off the fingertips of one of the Fairfield Eagles.
Yeah, Dawson Allen got his hand, just a finger in there. Crowd thought it went off of Trafton, but they were wrong. It was a good call by the ref.
Good call by the officials. They've done a nice job here tonight on at least half their calls, half the time. As Lewistown will take the ball down the right-hand corner. Deep three-point shot by
That was Graham out there.
By Graham,
Yeah.
by Fergus there. Yeah, no good out on that one. As now bringing the ball across is going to be Bake. So they almost look like they're going to use, well, no, he's going to drive the lane, throw it over in the corner. Three-point shot is up. Three-point shot rattles around, no good. Fergus with the rebound. They're going to send it out quickly as Graham will bring it down over the left-hand side. Coach Sparks wanted them to get that fast break. Instead, they're going to hold up, use a little bit of clock. 42-41. Fergus by 1. 50 ticks to go here on this fourth quarter clock. Fergus drives in, loses the handle, and he's going to get hit with the travel as everybody didn't like that call.
Well, there was a collision there, but I think both guys were just going for the same spot on the floor. They ran into each other. The guy with the ball fell down. It's traveling.
And with that, 43 seconds to go. It's a one-point game, 42-41. As it's going to be Fairfield Eagles with the ball on the right-hand side, trailing by 1, under 30 seconds, right at the 30-second mark here. Looks like they're going to be patient and wait either for a good open shot or for the last shot. And with that, Fairfield's going to call a timeout. Let's take Fairfield has the ball. As I said, 24.9 seconds to go on the Belleville Bank scoreboard. Do you take the first shot you get, or do you try to run it down to about the 8-second mark, Glenn? We're about to find out.
I go to the 8-second mark.
Try to go for the victory here. As you said, Lewistown won this one. Fergus won this one in their first meeting down in Lewistown. Fairfield chant to even the score. Right now it's going to be Keeley Bake with the ball. Tight man-to-man defense. He's going to work the right-hand side.
Timeout.
That they're going to call another timeout. Let's take a 30. We'll be back 30 seconds to go, but it's Fairfield's ball. So once again, we talked about it. Do you drive it down and get the first open shot, or do you try to wait for the last one? Right
now,
now,
go for the shot. Go for the shot.
Right now, they're going to hand it back to the right-hand side to Bake. Bake drives baseline, goes back over the left-hand side. Three-point shot is up. Back iron, no good. Ball's going to be tipped around. Rebound comes down. Fairfield has it for a moment. Fergus comes out with the loose ball. We're going to have the whistle and the foul.
Crofton will go to the line with 0.4 of a second left in the ball game. Be difficult for the Fairfield Eagles to come back and win this one now.
And with that, Trafton, who has obviously played his heart out here tonight, can seal this one away. Well, with just about anything, that's going to be a catch and shoot on a miss that would count if they get it to go in. 0.4 of a second is enough time to catch and shoot off of a rebound. As Trafton will take the first free throw, it is good.
That's his 24th point of the ball game.
Chance to make this one here, to make it a one-possession game. At that point, all Fergus wants to do is get out of the way and not foul.
They'll have to throw it the length of the floor. And
second free throw is good as two, and Fairfield will throw it the full length. And it's going to be a final. Fergus